Welcome to my channel Pilates Down Under, where you and I are going to do a 25-minute standing burning glute and thigh workout. Now you're going to really feel this. We've pulled over off a beaten track in Dawson, really small town, about 200 kilometers from Melbourne City. So we are in the middle of nowhere. So I suggest you grab your mat, roll it out and join me. Your time starts now. So as we're warming up, do a couple of knee lifts. You might hinge it forward. This one's a great one. Get your arms into a genie position. Lift those knees up as high as you can. Knees to elbows, not elbows to knee. But the main thing with this particular warm-up is drawing the belly towards the spine. You might want to hinge it forward as a bit of a stretch. Hopefully you might have gone for a really quick walk prior to this class. And the entire class is standing. So we're going to work on balance as well. Let's get ourselves ready, shake it out, pedal it out. We're doing a right knee raise. So you're going to anchor the left foot. This is nice because we're really starting to warm up the hip, trying to bring the knee up as close to the chest as possible as we're pointing. Really anchor the opposite foot, your stabilizing leg. Draw that belly in, grow tall. Hands on hips if you like, and if it's a little bit too difficult, place your hand on a wall or a chair. Let's go over onto the other side. We're not counting through, we're going to power through this. Lifting the left leg, right leg is stabilizing. Draw it in, grow tall, point more, lift more. You'll start feeling this in the hip especially, but your thighs are going to feel the burn soon enough. So keep that going, work at your own pace, stop and pause whenever you like. I definitely do. So from here, we're going to hold up that left leg, interlace your fingers, hook it under, and extend that left leg. Now, you may decide that you're unable to hook it underneath the leg. Just hold onto a bench or something and extend it out in front. Really, this is just a stretch. We're lengthening and bending. We're folding and extending. And we're also working on balance. And to keep your balance, you really need to engage the core. It helps a hell of a lot. So a few more of these before we switch it over. Hold it out if you can. Bring it down and let's go over onto the right leg. Anchor the left, hook the fingers under, bring the knees up, work on the balance and extend and fold. That's it. Point more, grow tall, push off the foot on the mat. So the stabilizing leg, push away. Excellent. Keep your balance. Find something to fixate your side on. Do as many as you can or as many as you want. I promise you, you do this video a couple of times, you are going to become an expert. Hold the extension, bring it down, shake it out. Now let's get into some glute work. We're doing some wide, deep squats. So bring your feet out a bit, maybe in a plie position. Knees and toes always face the same direction. We're going to take the hands overhead. So we're going to work on our shoulders as well and squeeze our shoulder blades together as we come up. So let's go. Sit back, push away from the ground as you come up, chin up, get the shoulders over to the ears, really reach overhead. I guarantee that you probably do not reach over as much as we should. So work on the shoulder mobility. Bend, reach and lengthen, really lengthen the spine as you come down. Push away from the ground. Start filling in the glutes, start activating those glutes. Hold it down when you're done and then come back up. Now we're moving straight to a narrow, deep squat and we're going to alternate the knees. So bring it down like you're sitting back on a chair and bring one knee up. Sit it back and bring up the right knee. And now let's pick up the pace. Reach it forward more, sit back more. Knees in front, toes in front. Really create some heat here. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you come back and reach overhead. Well done. Let's go, open up the fingers, sit back more. Engage the core, lengthen the neck, extend the spine, really lengthen. Use this as a bit of a stretch, a bit of a fold, and a bit of an extension. You work at your own pace here. I find the quicker I go, the easier it is. I don't lose my balance. So keep it going. Let's beat the weather. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. Now I want you to hold it down. I want you to do 3 pulses and then come up with a knee lift. Hold it down, 3 tiny pulses, and pick up the other knee. So we do 3 pulse, narrow, deep squat as you alternate. There we go. Our hips must feel good by now. Glutes should start catching on fire. Arms overhead, getting that really nice stretch in our lats and our back. Okay, shake it out, roll back the shoulders. Now, if you need to hold on to something for this hip opening exercise, do so. So we're going to raise the right leg up towards the chest. And from here, we're going to open as wide as you can without your body going along with it, and then lower it down. You're moving from your hip. Bring it up, open it. You're still looking forward. Your hips are still square facing the front. Again, bring it up as high as you can. Open it up as far as you can. And that should feel really good. Point if you can. Push away from the foot on the mat so your left foot is really stabilizing you. You're going to start feeling a burn in the back of the legs, the calves. And as you bring that knee up, each time maybe bring it up a little bit more. And when you bring it up a little bit more, maybe open up a little bit more. Hold your balance, and this is key. Sometimes we have good days, some days it's bad. We can't balance for the life of us. But we're going to work at it. So find the challenge and build from it. We have a few more of these. Take it slow, but really get uncomfortable. Lift a little bit more than you normally would. And when you rotate it out, really kind of get to the point where you can't go anymore, and then bring it back in. Good stuff. Make sure you're nice and tall. Please keep engaging that core like a natural corset, like someone's got a corset on you and pulling the strings from behind. Just a few more, and then we're going to take it over to the other side. Okay, shake it out a little. Stabilize yourself. Recenter. And here we go. The difficulty also is not necessarily only the balance, but as the knee goes out to the side, you will tend to want to move with that knee. If you're lying on the ground, it's a lot easier. So we're incorporating a whole stack of goodness here, like a really nice bowl of salad. You've got the knee lift, so you're flexing from the hip, you're rotating from the hip, you're folding at the knee, long lean muscles by pointing the toes, and that calf on the right leg should start burning, because that's what's keeping you stable. Okay, work your way through this. I never said it was going to be easy, and I never said it was going to be fun. But we're going to find the challenge in each of these exercises, and we're going to push through. You only have a few more. So make these last ones the best ones. And that's at least what I tell myself when I'm doing these exercises. Come on, let's wrap it up. And breathe through the last one. Shake it out. Now let's do a few of these standing hydrants. Hands out, find your balance. I'm going to lift the right leg out to the side. Now you'd normally do this on all fours, But to add a little bit more stability, place your hands behind your head. Take it out to the side. We've done enough repetition of knee lifts and hip openers that we can do a standing fire hydrant. So take it out to the side and lift more. Really feel that in the side of your hip, your glute. Now hold it up there. Extend the arms. Work on your balance. Hold it and then bring it down. Let's take it over onto the left side. Anchor and now lift. When you find your balance, place your hands behind your head, fingertips, elbows out, and slowly lift that leg up. This is really great for your waistline as well. So working on the thighs, the stabilizing leg will start to burn. So come up a little bit more, point a little bit more, grow a little bit taller, engage that core, keep it in. I'm not asking you to hold your breath. Now hold that leg up, extend the arms, find your balance, and bring it down. Roll back the shoulders, pedal it out, and here we go. Nice, easy spinal roll downs. So glide your hands along the front of the legs, really lengthen that spine, come back up. Bring the arms out to the side, close them, lower them down onto the thighs, glide down, maybe a little bit further. Come back up, take the arms out again, big letter T, join them together, hands on the thighs. Now come down. You might want to put a little micro bend in the knees. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Draw the crown of your head towards the mat. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs and roll up. Okay, let's get ready for hip circles. So we're going to start on the right leg, so you anchor the left. Bring the right knee up, push it away and create some hip circles. So the leg does not touch the ground. So really challenging on balance. Almost like you're drawing big circles with your knees. Keep it tall, and after everything we've done, this isn't too bad. So bring the knee up as high as you can, bring it out and continue that circle. Oops. Let's go, bring it up and around and in. You know, I find it really hard to smile while I do these exercises. I'm fixated on a spot and trying to count my way through these exercises. So we're almost done on this leg. Make the last ones your best ones. Engage that core. And lower it down. Let's take it over to the other side. Raise that left knee up. Anchor the right foot. Take the leg out and scoop it around. Draw a circle with your knees. Keep yourself stable. So the only thing that's moving is your hip socket. Your knees bent, so we're keeping that 90 degrees. Keep that angle. Point the toes. We want long, lean muscles. And really take it out and bring it in. Work on that knee raise as well. Try to get up a little bit more. I'm sorry. Here we go. Bit of a fall. I blame it on the wind. And keep it going. So whenever anything happens, just pick it up and start again. Why stop? And remember also, like, these exercises, once you get the hang of them, it's great. But you also lose that workout. So every time there's a bit of a challenge, your workout is that little bit more difficult, and that's what we want. Okay, shake it out. We're moving on to deep sumo squats. So take your legs out nice and wide. This is a ripper. Hands out, and as you come down, you're going to glide your hands along your thighs and then elbows to knees. So I know you've come down a decent distance. So we come down, the arms come out to the side just as a gauge to measure how low you're going. So toes and knees are facing the direction. Knees don't go over the toes. We're still tall. You've got this. As you come up, push the ground away from you. Those glutes engaged. They're another really big muscle group. So activate them. Now on this last one, I just want you to hold it down here. There you go. And I want you to heel raise. Right leg. Lower it down. Left leg. Lower it down. Right leg. And you will alternate really getting into the phalanges, really folding the toes while you're in this really awkward, burning position. Now, once you do enough of these, I'm just going to do a few more. I want you to find your balance and lift both heels off the mat. Now, this is challenging. Lower it down, slowly come up. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ugh. Okay, let's go over to the front. That really hurt. Let's do one more set of these. So legs out wide. Reset yourself. Toes are out in a plie position. Hands are gliding along the legs as you come down. So bring it down and come back up. Find this is a really great way to measure the depth or how low you go each time. We want to keep it somewhat consistent. Push the ground away as you come up. Really feel the burning in the glutes. Really contract them. You know what's coming up, so squeeze in a few more. Only come down as far as you can. No big deal. And after this one, we're going to hold it down. Elbow to knee. We're in a good position. Lift up the left heel, then pick up the right. And you keep that going. Really great for the ankles, this exercise as well. I love these exercises where you're working more than one group of muscles and doing more than one activity. So you don't know if you should focus on the burning of the glutes, the burning of the thighs, or the balance at the end. Let's hold it. You've got this. Lower it down, peel it up. Ouch. Oh, but it feels so good. It really does. Okay, shake it out. Let's shake that last exercise off. Growing tall. Draw the belly in. Now we're going back to the hip opening exercise, but we're going to add our true balance to it. So hands on your hips, grow tall, belly button in. Everything's in alignment, so stack, 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 hips, knees, and ankles. Raise the right leg up. Take it out, but continue as you extend the leg out. This is a ripper, but if you want to lower the leg down after the balance, completely up to you. I'm going to try to continue this movement as a sequence, a nice flowing sequence. So knee comes out, open, flip, and extend as you point. You can see I'm not coming up too high, but I'm going to try to really hard to come up a little bit more with each extension. So take it out, flip, and this should feel really good. We've done all the exercises leading up to this. We've already done the balance, the hip rotations, the hip openings, the knee raises. So you do as many as you can. But there is a challenge leading up to the end of this. So I'm going to bring my knee up, take it out to the side. I'm going to extend into a full balance. Hips are square to the mat. I'm going to point more, hinge more. So hinge forward more if you can. Pick up the leg and then bring it down. Nice. Good job. Good job. Okay, let's do the other side. And like I always say, thank goodness we only have 2 legs. So we only do it twice. So create the circle and then extend the leg. Bring the knee up. You'll find that one side is always a lot easier than the other. We always favor one side. But really work on that hip mobility. The great thing is, though, keep it smooth, keep it stable, keep yourself tall, and you'll have no problems. So do a few more, and you know what's going to follow. Bring it up, bring it around, and extend. Oops, almost fell. Bring that knee up. Bring it around, extend, get ready for your balance. This is the last one. Bring it up, bring it around, extend the leg, balance, hinge it forward, hinge it forward, hinge it forward. Good job. And when you're ready, lower it down. Awesome. Now, if you thought that was fun, well, this is even better. We're going to do split lunges, left leg leading. So take it down, draw it in. Try to come down as close to the ground as possible. Make sure everything is stacked. So if you got a mirror, just have a look at yourself. Otherwise, make sure your knees don't go over your toes and sink into these split lunges. Hands on your hips for a bit of balance. Draw that belly button in. Really knit your core. Now hold it. We're going to do some pulses here. We are going to go through an episode of burning. I tried to do about 20 of these. It was really hard work for me, and I hope it's hard for you. So hold it down. Keep pulsing. Push through it. Breathe through it. You're almost there. Lower the knee down. And we're just going to fold and stretch that out. I generally like to stretch and fold so I can forget about the previous exercise, to be honest. But I love Pilates. I love standing Pilates. I love everything to do with Pilates because I know it's like taking vitamin pills. It keeps me going day in and day out. Okay, let's stretch out the other leg, bring it and fold it in. If you can't fold down as far, no worries, just sit it back. Tent the fingers and just get a little stretch as we get ready to go onto the other side. So we're going to go straight into the hold and pulse. So peel yourself off the mat ever so slightly. Gather your thoughts, push up, and let's start pulsing. Maybe count to 15, maybe 10, 20 would be good. So let's push through, breathe through it, draw your belly button in, knit that core, work on that transverse abdominis, draw that belly in, you're almost there. And now let's get ready for the full split lunges. Come down. Try not to bang your knee on the floor. I've done that a couple of times. Work on the balance as well. If you need to hold on something to help with your lunges, do so. No problema. Just as long as you're moving. It doesn't matter if you're not doing the exercises 100% correctly. It will come with time, and there's no right way of doing anything. It's just the way that you feel comfortable in completing an exercise, and just as long as you're moving. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost wrapping it up. Get your arms up into that really cool genie position that we did at the very beginning of the class in the warm-up. Now I'm going to take my opposite knee over to the opposite elbow. So I'm going to do a bit of a spinal twist with this. And a spinal twist always feels good. Because we generally move forward and back, like bend as we sit, and maybe slightly do a hyperextension, but we rarely twist. So pick up those knees more, elbows to knees. This is your core workout. Work on the waist, lift the knees more, work on the glutes, work on the balance. We do 2 sets of these. Let's go. Next set. I want you to do as many as you can. Push through it. Let's go. Deep breath in, genie arms, and let's twist till we can't twist anymore. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. I'm trying really hard here not to bend forward, so please Try to keep tall. Bring the knee to the elbow, not elbow to knee. I want you to twist more as well. Get a really nice rotation in the spine. Lift those knees up, point those toes, twist more, smile more, grow tall. Let's go. I'm starting to fade here. I'm going to put in maybe another 10. How many more can you squeeze in? It's not a race. It's the lifting and the twisting and the twisting and the lifting. Come on, we're in the back streets of Dawson. God, I hope something doesn't come out and bite me like a snake. So let's hurry up. Maybe you do a few more. Can we squeeze in a few more? We've got this. I'm done. Okay, I'm going to hinge it forward, stretch out the back of my legs, lengthen my back, pick up my belly, hands over my head. Interlace the fingers, squeeze my shoulder blades back, lengthen my neck again. Get that really nice stretch to the back of the hamstrings. Oh, okay, we are done. Shake it out. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate every time you turn on my channel and do a class. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the like button if you enjoyed the class and share it with your friends. And I'll see you next time on Pilates Down Under.